did you take away from Friday night?
I always believed in it. I always thought that Netflix was crazy not to get into live sports sooner than they did. You know, those guys truly have a global footprint, and you know, I think they're late to the game, but it was a big success.
But the performance of the broadcast, did that give you pause to do business with Netflix at all?
No, I thought it was. I actually thought it was smart of them to do. You know, listen, I'm not gonna. I didn't think the event was a great event, but they needed to. They needed to do that. They needed to bring in. They knew Mike Tyson was going to bring in big numbers. Mike Tyson was going to pull a big number, and this was a good test for them before they start airing the NFL. I mean, when you have. They're saying it was like over 65 million people tuning in at the same time. I was in a hotel room in New York, and I didn't have a bad experience. You know, it was a little grainy here and there, but I didn't have a horrible experience. I know I've seen some other people say they did, but I didn't.
What's up, guys? UFC heavyweight champion of the world here, Jon Jones, and we are 5 days removed from UFC 309. And as you can see, we are already back in the gym. The work really never stops over here at Team Jones, so let's go, baby. Day one.
I thrive in shit like this, to go in there and just not be the loved one, and to be hated and to be booed and to be doubted and to be shit on and humiliated and who the fuck is that guy, you know? And it's like, I get to go in there and just shut everybody the fuck up, shut that fucking place down, blow the roof off that motherfucker, and get the ticket to the chocolate factory in Willy Wonka, baby. And it's couldn't be more greater, you know? I've been in there, I've been in that raw experience. I didn't get my face caved in. You know, I got more and more in love with that pain and that real primal feel that I love in bare knuckle. It gives me a chubby, a rock hard boner when I'm in there, because it's so primal. It's not the UFC. It's not anything that I've ever done. It goes back to the fucking streets when I grew up right here in Iowa. Iowa, whoop your ass is what it stands for. That's where I come from. I mean, we're five, dude. We get down like that. You ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street?
Sure.
And you ever seen the speech? He's like, you behind on your credit cards. Good. Get in the gym.
Use it. Right.
Does your girlfriend, your wife think you're a lousy loser? Good. Get in the gym and start training. I want you to deal with that pain by being successful and rich. That's what I'm thinking, bro. Ain't nobody paying my bills. You think anybody in Philly is gonna tell me what to do and boo, bub, who the fuck's that guy? You think any of the guys are paying my bills? No, and fuck you and Eddie. You know, like, they ain't built like me, bro. I'm chosen. You know, God loves me, bro, and I'm super grateful for this journey, this hardship, this pain that I get to let out and truly let loose who my true, authentic self, Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens, is January 25th. Nothing will stand in my way. I will destroy that man.
O Louquinho Pereira.
Chama! Chama ou não chama? Chama!
just finished training out here with Polar Bear. The future champion.
I hope so, man.
The future champion is here. Work in progress.
Thank you so much.
Jon is sending the baddest dudes in the world to the emergency room. Father Time did not beat Stipe. Jon Jones beat Stipe. Imagine how good Jon could be if he stayed active, if he stayed consistent. It's truly frightening how good he is at this game.
It's most likely going to be a striking fight, and I see myself as the best striker in the UFC.
If you were to break down his striking, how do you break that down?
I'll say unpredictable, very fast, but a bit unpredictable because some of the angles and some of the stuff that he throws, like that double, obviously it seemed like he's trained that before, but certain things like that, he looks like a kind of guy that doesn't even know what he's going to throw next, which makes it harder for his opponents to kind of figure out and work out and time and try to draw things out, because he's throwing some crazy stuff. So but yeah, spectacular guy, and I'm just looking forward to hopefully sharing the cage with him and just putting on an epic striking performance just for the world to see.
Well, we actually spoke to Shara and we asked him a few questions about you.
When you hear him talk about the FU money and everything that he says there, what is your reaction?
I think he should be compensated well. I agree. Because I'm a damn dangerous fight for him. The most dangerous of his career at this stage. By far. And he knows it. Of course he wants money.
This was amazing. This was exactly what we thought it was going to be. It has exceeded.
Are we going to see you fight again?
Unfortunately, it's fucked. I can't even. I can't do this.
Really? Holy shit.
And it doesn't hurt. It just doesn't work.
Just stuck.
I can't even. I can't do this. Really? Holy shit. And it doesn't hurt. It just doesn't work. Just stuck. Shit. I can't comb my hair. Like, it's hard to take a drink of water, kind of thing. So, long story. No, I will not be coming back.
TJ Dillashaw was recently on a podcast where he showed that his shoulder no longer functions correctly. Here's the biggest takeaway on why this clearly would potentially be a career-ending injury. Couple things we look for when an athlete is returning to high-level sports. We want a painless joint. He didn't really complain about the pain. Number two, we would want a full range of motion of the joint. He clearly here does not have full range of motion of the shoulder. And number three, we would want full strength of the joint. Here, he can't even lift his arm over his head. He clearly does not have a full range of motion. He clearly does not have full strength. And so the most concerning of these probably would be the loss of the range of motion and the strength. A lot of athletes can compete past having joint pain. So it's not really a pain issue here. It's the loss of the motion. It's the loss of the strength. My differential here would be probably a large rotator cuff tear that is no longer repairable. Unfortunately, he could potentially, I guess, have shoulder arthritis. A lot of MMA fighters have degeneration of the joint due to the wear and tear and years of that. But this typically wouldn't cause range of motion and loss of strength this severe. So my money would be on most likely a large irreparable rotator cuff tear or muscle issues. All the best to TJ Dillashaw.
I back. Trust me, I back.